E3 Quen by Dre LL47. The mod author wants to present to you the E3 Quen. He was able to put some changes in the Quen sign to make it look more or less like the E3 2014 trailer. The mod author has encountered many issues in the process, and one of them is the look of the Quen bubble. Without better tools, it's impossible for now, or just for him, to change the effect on the bubble so it looks like it looked in the dark areas. It looks okay, but in the daytime it's more transparent. It must suffice for now. He also wants to give a shout out to Capa 14. Without him, this mod would not be possible. Overall, I have to say what he's accomplished here with the limited tools that Witcher modders have is impressive. And it is a never-ending quest, really, to recreate some of the beauty that was lost in the original trailers and presentation of The Witcher. For those who don't know, the game, honest to God, did seem far more grandiose, far more beautiful, more gritty, more dark. It seemed like a game that was made for a PC of today's specs than of when it came out. And since The Witcher was on PC and consoles, and honestly, we wouldn't have gotten The Witcher otherwise without consoles, to be honest. Like, we could have gotten it, but it probably would have been another Witcher 2 situation on our hands. And I've come to grips with that, and I hope others have too, but that's besides the point. This mod is fantastic. It's beautiful, and what the mod author has achieved is nothing short of impressive, nor heroic. The time he must have spent trying to make this happen, I could not fathom the hours it must have taken. This is obviously a labor of love and devotion, really. Now, I wasn't able to fully get the Quen mod to work as he had intended, in the sense of I didn't really focus my Witcher on signs, so I couldn't get the awesome bubble version to work because I didn't have it going. But I have taken the liberty of using one of his videos to showcase just how far he's gone with this mod. And once you see the bubble version with the lightning effects that affect enemies near, it's just fucking sick, dude. It's sick. Aard by Capa changes how the Aard effect looks based on the E3 VGX videos. Bruxa Aard in Golem Stomp. This mod changes the bluish tone to an almost white, giving a more air elemental look. Also replaces the energy thing that Bruxa distortion ring effect. The quick Aard and sweep Aard changes accordingly to the active skills in the tree. For example, for the quick Aard, the far reaching alone does not change how it looks compared to no skills. The mod author needed more time to test, so there should be a next version sometime improving this. However, enabling it alone makes the sweeping Aard get really large. Enabling just the intensity skill makes the Bruxa distortion ring appear in a normal scale, or the quick Aard, however, pairing intensity plus far reaching makes the air ring much larger. Intensity skills also affect how the sweeping Aard looks. It adds electricity particles to the main outer ring, as you can see in the video, which I will add because I said before I don't really have I'm more of a battle Witcher versus science Witcher, so please forgive me. But nonetheless, if you're trying to capture some of the magic of the Witcher E3 trailers, the VGX trailer, then this is just another signs mod that you have to download. There's two great ones up right now. If you are even just working on a sign-based build, then this is probably perfect for you. But anyone who's a sign-based Witcher like Clanky can attest is seriously OP in the game. Shields by Scout Bro. This mod adds usable shields and many more items to the game. This started as a small project, but as time went on it kept growing. Right now the mod features over 40 different shields to use in gameplay, from all factions, 8 new armors, 12 hoods, and 2 cloaks, or capes. Shields can be used in combat for blocking incoming attacks, arrows, and giving an extra resistance to heavy hitting attacks. Girl only blocks from the front using a shield, so if you get hit from behind by an arrow, well, you're screwed, or spider webs, etc. There are shields from every faction in the game. There is an in-game menu for featured customization under the options menu, though you might need to re-equip the shield to apply the effects. To use the shield while on horseback and climbing, download the Better Torches mod. This is actually a great mod I've been using for a while. The mod author wants to give a huge shout out to ERXV, who made the shield combat possible. Without him, these shields would just be cosmetic, so go show him some love. This mod also includes the More Robes mod, with all its content bundled with this. This is done to reduce the mod limit, so you don't need to have both mods installed, just this one. There's also a complete Nilfgaardian Knight set of armor, with helmets included for you to use. There are also capes and hoods, but they are a bit glitchy and just are an added bonus. If you experience hair showing through the hood, just type hide hair into the console command. I have to say that this is quite an ambitious mod. I wasn't expecting it to be as awesome as it is, in all honesty. The fact that it goes to the trouble of adding hoods, so you could wear Avalok's robes, you could wear, I believe, Regis's robes, you could wear even Detlef's leather jacket. Also, the cape and hood, yes, the mod author has already said that there might be some glitching with these. Also, there will probably be glitching with the robes depending on what pants you wear. For me personally, it's not a deal breaker, nor is it that bad in my opinion. In fact, I like wearing the hood and cape with Geralt's original Kaer Morhen armor or the Viper armor. Because if you remember the trailers for The Witcher 3 when it first launched, it showed Geralt wearing the cape and hood over his armor while walking around and looking for Yennefer. And also, when you look at some of the art in-game during the load screen when you first get into it, you can see Geralt wearing a cape and hood on some occasions. So it's actually pretty sick and lore friendly. So it's a nice little extra in my opinion. I like it a lot. The shield mechanics are fantastic. Let's say you couldn't get better blocking working on your copy of The Witcher. I use it personally because I feel it makes perfect sense that Geralt could, deflect a Necker's claws with his silver sword, but I don't know why it wasn't in the vanilla game. But let's say you can't use the better blocking mechanism. This shield makes up for that entirely. It may not be lore friendly per se for Geralt to use it, or it might not be your style. This shield takes a lot of damage. It takes a serious beating. The only problem is I find that after it's taken too much of a walloping, sometimes it unequips itself and I have to step back a bit and then he'll re-equip the shield again. Also, if I had to nitpick something, sometimes the sword clips through the shield, but really that's the best I can do as far as nitpicking. I find no other major glaring issues with this than the fact that occasionally it unequips after getting beaten too much, then it re-equips and the sword will clip through it. Considering this mechanic was not originally designed in the game for Geralt to use. Just like there's a bit of clipping with the cape when it comes to the swords on the back or the crossbow, or clipping of hair in some of the robes, etc. These are minor details that really, when you think about it, don't honestly matter. But if you're one of those people that are a stickler for these sort of things, I don't know who could care that much, then this might possibly bug you. But other than that, I'd say it's a great mod and worthy of being on the hot page. In fact, it's taken me so long to do this video, I'm pretty sure the Quen E3 is on the hot page by now because I'm so slow. Well, anyway, that's going to do it for me. Feel free to rate, comment, subscribe if you so choose to. I can actually give more of a fuck than me. And adios, bichachos.